I didn't even realize I wasn't on. Man, I did not even realize I wasn't on camera. Shit. That's better. Ooh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I just finished working out. I just finished working out. I'm a little tired. But I'm good though. Glad to be here on this Monday evening. What we gonna talk about this evening? Let's see. Look through some of my topics. I've been going off. I've been going off. Well, we could talk about how women are not supposed to have periods. But nah. I mean, we could. We could talk about if women ate fruit, ate a frugivore diet, they wouldn't bleed every month. But nah. Let's see. We could talk about cooking and how it's impossible for cooking to be healthy. You ever think about this? Let me just say this real quick, because I know a lot of people eat things that are cooked. Y'all never thought about how cooking destroys nutrients? I know I never thought about it when I used to cook and I used to eat things that were cooked. Everything I used to eat, pretty much everything I used to eat was cooked. Even the things I used to drink, because they cook the juices and like the store-bought juices, they cook the juices, they cook the milk, they cook all of that. I never thought about how I had never heard that before though. Like, just think about that though. Everybody cooks or eat things that are cooked. And people be swearing that, what they're eating is nutritious and healthy. How can that be though when cooking destroys nutrients? Or who disagrees with that? Who says who disagrees and says that cooking does not destroy nutrients? But cooking destroys nutrients. So how can cooking then be healthy? How can eating anything that's cooked be healthy? Humans are the only species on the planet throughout the history of time that has destroyed the nutrients and what they eat with fire or heat before eating it. And the only reason people cook is because what they want to eat can't be eaten in its raw natural state, which means you're not supposed to eat it. If you can't eat it in its raw natural state, that means you're not supposed to eat it. Find something else. Humans are the only species. No others. Every other species ever since the beginning of time, whatever they ate it in its raw natural state. Humans are the only species that doesn't do that. And humans are the only species that suffers from heart disease and cancer and diabetes and liver diseases and kidney diseases and have heart attacks and strokes and aneurysms And the list is just endless of the number of diseases that humans suffer as a result of eating things that are cooked. At the root of it all, that's what it is. Because cooking allows you to eat things that you're not supposed to eat. Cooking allows you to eat things that you would never eat. Cooking allows you to eat things that are unhealthy, that are poisonous to your body. Because by cooking it, you can make it edible and you can make it delicious. And you just deceive yourself into eating it. Humans are the only species that does that. The emotional sicknesses we suffer, the mental illnesses we suffer, the physical illness, at the root of it all is cooking. It's the biggest addiction on the planet. It's the most deadliest addiction on the planet. It's the number one cause of death. Like when you go beneath, you go all the way down. You get down to the root. Cooking. It's cooking. People wouldn't even eat animals if they couldn't cook the flesh and blood. People ain't out here eating animals, eating flesh and blood raw. How much stuff you have to do to flesh and blood just to make it taste good, to make it look good and taste good. I was talking about that earlier. That was a really interesting topic. Because I had read this verse in the Bible. Like, people quote the Bible when it comes to eating. Like, we always quote Genesis 1:29, where it talks about, eating seeded fruits. And I saw a verse in there that talked about how God gave us the trees. Basically, let me find it. Let me just find it before I just fuck it up. Shouldn't be hard to find. But it was talking about how our food is supposed, it was made to be pleasant to the sight. It was made to be, so out of the ground the Lord God made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. So how do you know what food is, like for us? The very first thing is it's pleasant to the sight. And I noticed this with fruits. I noticed the distinction between fruits and vegetables. Like every time I go in a store, in a market, I always look at the vegetables. And I look at all of them, and none of them are pleasing to the sight. I never look at vegetables and, they stir up, like a curiosity on the inside and makes me think, I want to try that. I bet that's good. I wonder what that tastes like. I never look at vegetables and think like that. I'm always looking at fruits and thinking like that. Pretty much every fruit, like I just recently tried so many new fruits, and I found a lot of new favorites. And it all started with just looking and seeing the fruit and thinking, ooh, that looked good. It's like seeing a girl. And she just looked good, like she cute, she got a nice body. That draws you in. You want to know more. You gonna go approach her. How you doing? What's your name? Da 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 da. However you do it. But the initial attraction is it was pleasant to the sight, or she was pleasant to the sight, or he was pleasant to whatever it is. Like that's the first straw. You think if you go car shopping, what's the first straw? It's pleasant to the sight. I like the way that car looks. Clothes, like whatever you can name, right? Like that's always the first straw. That's what gets our attention. And when people eat flesh and blood, notice they never eat flesh and blood like real carnivores and omnivores eat flesh and blood. Because if you look at a real carnivore and omnivore eat flesh and blood, you can tell exactly what animal they're eating because the head is still on, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, the fur, the feathers, the legs, the feet, the hoofs, the tail, everything is still there. You could look and say, oh, that's a deer, or that was a deer, that was an antelope, that was a pig, like whatever. But when humans eat animals, an animal isn't pleasant to, it's not pleasant to the sight. Like if you said you wanted some, if somebody said they wanted some chicken, and like I just took a dead bird, like a whole dead bird, and put it on their plate. Head, beak, neck, feet, legs, feathers, everything, all still there. That's not pleasant to the sight. People have to trick themselves into eating animals. That's that's they cut the head off, they cut the neck off, they cut the feet off, they cut the legs off. If there's feathers, they defeather it. If there's hair, there's fur, they take all of that off. They cut it up in little bitty pieces, they shape it into patties or they ground it up. By the time you see it, you don't like it resembles an animal in no way. That's why they have to do that. Because you would never eat. If somebody just put a you went to a restaurant and ordered chicken and they just put a dead bird on your plate and brought that to you, you're not eating that. It's not pleasant to the sight. Humans have to be tricked into eating animals. So they do all that, they cut it up, they remove the feathers, they shape it into a nice chicken, like not chicken, but into a nice patty. They smother it in seasoning and barbecue sauce and or artificial flavors, I'll say that. And by the time they're done with it, now it's pleasant to the sight because it doesn't look like a chicken no more. It doesn't look like an animal no more. They do the same thing with cows, same thing with pigs. When you get it, it don't look like a cow no more. So now it's pleasant to the sight. But if somebody like if I killed the cow, like if you came over and I killed the cow and it was laying in the backyard and I just cut it down the middle and offered you something to eat, said, hey, let's go eat it. It's in the backyard. Dinner's on me. It's in the backyard. And you saw this big ass cow laying in the backyard, you're not eating that. It's not pleasant to the sight. It's appalling. It's nasty. It's gross. It's disgusting. That's why they had to cut off the head, the feet. They had to all of that, totally dismember it, and cut it up into little pieces. And then they changed the name of it from flesh and blood to beef or to steak or to like whatever. You have to be tricked into eating animals. If we were meant to eat animals, the animal would be pleasant to the sight, like they are to carnivores and omnivores. Like my son has a dog, her name is Bella. I've bought dead birds for her before, like the whole bird, head, neck, beak, legs, feet, even the fucking toenails, everything's still attached, except it's defeathered. That's the only thing. It's defeathered. Whole bird. When she sees that, that's pleasant to the sight. She gets excited. I don't have to change the way it looked to trick her into eating it. First thing she do is eat the head. I'll be like, damn. I thought she was gonna skip the head. That was the first thing she went after. And you could just hear like the beak crunching, probably the skull crunching. I don't know. I hear a lot of crunching. I'm sure that's the beak, probably the skull too. I don't know. But a human would never do that. But they claim to be omnivores just like Bella, just like a dog. They claim to be carnivores just like a lion. That was just really, I don't know, it was just a new truth that was revealed to me. And I love it. Because it puts things into perspective. And so like people ask me why I don't eat vegetables. Like all the time people ask me that. It's crazy how much people have been asking me that lately. And like a big reason why, well, one, like I already know how they taste. So they're nasty. I don't like them. But two, they're not pleasant to the sight. Like I said, every time when I look at vegetables, there's nothing in me that wants to try vegetables when I look at them. But when I look at fruit, they're pleasant to the sight. Like all of them. Them vibrant yellows and reds and purples and greens and oranges. What color did I miss? That's the rainbow. That's the real. Skittles is not eating the rainbow. Skittles are toxic. Skittles are being sued right now for not being fit for human consumption. The real rainbow is fruit. Skittles are just trying to mimic fruit. The real rainbow is fruit. It's pleasant. It's pleasing to the sight. It's pleasant to the sight. That draws you in, and then when you eat, it's just delicious. But yeah, man, that was good. Like I really, when that was revealed to me, I was like, ooh wee. Why is my camera not showing on Instagram? Y'all can't see me on Instagram, can y'all? Instagram is currently experiencing a platform-wide issue with RTMP streaming, affecting third-party streaming services. Blah, blah, blah. So that's what it is. So, man, it's nice to still see some people on Instagram. Oh, y'all can see me, Macho? Like I'm looking at my screen. I'm not on it. What up, quarter pounder? What's up, Equator? Apple can is YouTube. I think I lost YouTube. No, I guess I'm having some technical difficulties this evening. But it's cool. But yeah, so kind of lost my train of thought there. But that was really good. That's how you know we're supposed to eat fruits. What else is pleasant to the sight? Naturally. So let's see, what else can we talk about? Moff, if anybody got any questions, I'm off of here at 10:30, unless it just start popping. I almost didn't come on. I just finished working out. I was like, man, I ain't about to go on here. Where is that? You know what I did? Who was that? Who was that? Macho Man Lifts. You know what I learned about cooking? I'm gonna have to read this. You talking about some minerals or nutrients are enhanced by cooking. I've read something like that before. But have you ever read this? I gotta find it. So I just saw this today. It's about cooking flesh and blood. It's about the chemicals that are released when you cook flesh and blood. Polycyclic amines, heterocyclic amines, I think. I'm just going to read it. If I find it. Here we go. I was right. Heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are formed when flesh and blood is cooked at temperatures above 300 degrees Fahrenheit. HCAs and PAHs can damage DNA and increase cancer risk. So they're not formed until you cook. So I don't know what nutrients are increased by cooking, but PHAs and HCAs are formed when cooking. That's linked to DNA damage and cancer. Cooking is all bad. There's nothing about cooking that makes sense. The only reason people cook is because, like I said, what they want to eat, they can't. It makes no sense at all. Mm-mm-mm. Congratulations, divine timing. Salute to you. How you feel since you stopped eating flesh and blood? That's all of them, macho. That's all of them. Hey, what's up, Nate? I appreciate it, man. I haven't had grapes in a minute. I was looking at some today. Grapes are so good, man. But grapes I could get all year round. I'm eating fruits now that I can't get all year round. Hey, I appreciate your words, though, brother. Yeah, I'm eating fruits like, man, them cherry plums, man. Ooh, wee. I'm eating fruits that's gonna be out of season soon. Cherry plums, canary melons, um, the lemon drops, watermelon. I've tasted so many new melons that I like. Um, I want to say hammy melon. I think I like that one. Um, the Pio di Sapo. What I don't even like the other names that they have for it, but the Pio di Sapo melon, those, oh man, those are so good. The canary melon is so good. Um, I don't remember if I like the hammy. I've had a orange flesh honeydew, the golden honeydew. Those both are really good. Um, man, a lot of melons. Cherry plums, like I said, the cherry plums. Oh man, whoo wee, them cherry plums are so good. Um, what else? I've been going hard on cherry plums though. So, but yeah, scrapes, I get them pretty much all year round. So I just been eating the things I can't get, that I won't be able to get in a little while, and just enjoying them to the fullest. How you feel, divine timing, after making all these changes to your diet? You're not eating the cow's milk no more, the fake man-made sugar, the GMO soys, the glue. That's what they call gluten. It's like glue. It's like an edible glue. It holds things together. You got to be feeling pretty good after eliminating all those things from your diet. Grapes hydrate your body so quickly. I was working in the hot sun today and fasted all day. As soon as I got off work, I got all my grapes. Hey man, like it's amazing, man. I've experienced that too. Like not with grapes though, but just like with watermelon, just any fruit really. You be outside working all day in the heat. Like, I mean, the very first bite of fruit, it provides instant relief. The very first bite. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like when I used to drink water, water never did that. Like the very first sip of water, like if you were outside working in the heat all day or just out in the heat all day and say you were thirsty, a sip of water wouldn't do anything, which would be the equivalent of just biting into a piece of fruit. Biting into a piece of fruit, like I instantly feel better. I instantly feel refreshed and rejuvenated just from one bite. Like I truthfully don't feel like I even need to eat any more fruit at that point. I feel like that's all I needed. I keep eating though, but because I want to keep eating, but I'm just saying that's man, never experienced that drinking water. Never. You gotta have, and I'm not even talking about cold fruit. I'm just talking about room temperature fruit. Water gotta be ice cold. You gotta gulp it down. You need glass after glass after glass. Water don't do nothing anyway but quench your thirst. Water don't do what fruits do. It can't. Fruits, man. I don't know. I always say the only people knocking fruit is the people who've never eaten fruit, like just fruit. That's the only people knock the lifestyle, are the people that haven't experienced it. I don't pay attention to that, macho. I don't pay attention to none of that. I don't pay attention to vitamins and minerals, and it's all garbage. It's all bullshit. Everything, I ain't gonna say that, but it's all bullshit. It basically just, like for me, it comes down to humans are frugivores. So I just eat what frugivores are supposed to eat. That's it. I keep it simple. No other animal has to go to school to learn how to eat. Never. They just eat in alignment with their nature. Or even to make it simpler than that, they just eat what they enjoy eating in its natural state. That's all they do. They don't know nothing about the quote science of it, the science of nutrition, or all these things that just make everything complicated and confusing, and it just leads you astray. They don't know nothing about that. They just eat what they enjoy eating in its raw, natural state. That's what I do. I don't care about vitamins and minerals and nutrients and all that stuff. I just eat what I enjoy eating in its natural state. And I pay attention to my body. Like, for example, I stopped eating nuts because one, I have no self-control when it comes to nuts, and I would eat so many. Like, it's crazy how many I would eat. And then I didn't like the way I felt after. Like, I just felt just fat and full and stuffed and even sluggish. Like, I just overdid it. And so eventually, so I'm eating them. I love the way they taste, but I notice I have no self-control when I eat them. I notice I'm always eating too many, and I didn't like the way I felt. So I just stopped eating them. I don't need to do research. I don't need to go to school for that. I don't need to go to college. I don't need another person telling me what I need to do. My body is telling me what I need to do. I listen to my body, not other people. And that's where people get it fucked up at. People are listening to other people to tell them how they should feed their body, to tell them what nutrients they need, and like what vitamins, what minerals you need, this and you need that and you need this, and you how you know? How you know what I need? Like, the truth is, we all need the same things, whatever those are. But when we need it is different. How much of it we need is different with everybody, because we all have different lifestyles. We all have different demands, or our bodies all have different energetic demands. Nobody knows what you need. This ain't like a cookie cutter system type of thing where everybody needs the exact same amount of calories and everybody needs, the same proteins, which there's like, I don't know. Nobody knows how many proteins there are. There's like, I've seen estimates as high as up to like 1 million different types of proteins in the body. I've seen 100,000, I've seen thousands, however many proteins there are. Nobody knows what protein you need, when you need it, and how much of it you need, but your body. Nobody knows the quote the carbs you need, how many carbs you need, how much vitamin B or C or D or A or that you. Nobody knows these things about your body. Only your body knows what it needs. So why I don't like why like I don't know, just going to school just don't make sense to me. To learn about nutrition as if it's the same for everybody. This like the core principles are the same, but the frequency, the amounts, things like this, the timing, this is all different for every single person. Some people may need, quote, 2,500 calories. Some people may need just 1,500. Some people right now may need B12. And somebody else could need, I don't know, B6. Or somebody else might not need no B vitamins right now at all. They need vitamin A or C or D. I don't know. It's different. It's always going to be different. You got to learn how to listen to your body. I listen to my body. My body tells me what I need and what I don't need. If I'm consuming too much of something, my body will let me know. If I need to stop eating something, my body will let me know. If I need to start eating something, my body will let me know. If I'm not getting something that I need, my body will let me know. But I'm a frugivore. Humans are frugivores. That means whatever I need, I'm not going outside of a frugivore's diet to get it. Flat out. Whatever I need is coming from fruit. Flat out. So if I'm needing a particular thing, then I'm looking for a fruit that has it. I'm not going outside of a frugivore's diet. I'm not eating anything that's cooked. I'm not eating flesh and blood because some idiot said I need, I don't know, like B12 or something. I need protein. Nah. I'm not drinking no cow's milk because some idiot said I need calcium from a cow's milk. I'm not consuming anything that I don't enjoy in its raw natural state. Whatever I need is it gotta come from the fruits. Period. And fruits have everything I need because I'm a frugivore. That's what I'm supposed to eat. And people who question that, it would be like questioning putting, gas in your car, pulling up to the gas station and, pulling up to the pump and putting the pump in and clicking the clicker and filling your car up with the appropriate gas. And then someone coming along, that gas don't have everything your car needs. You need more than that. No, it don't. This gas is what's supposed to go in this car. It has everything this car needs to function. Same thing with fruits. Fruits is the fuel that's supposed to go in this body. Fruits have everything I need to function and thrive. So I'm not interested in just functioning. I'm interested in thriving, just living optimally at the highest level. High energy, feeling good, looking good, smelling clean, health improving more and more and more. If it ain't that, I don't want it. So we've gotten so accustomed to running to people to see what they gotta say instead of running to ourselves, listening to ourselves, CELLS, to see what they have to say. Our cells are gonna tell you everything. But first, you have to be in alignment with a frugivore diet because you are a frugivore. Period. That's it. Once you're in alignment, now it's like you ever drive a car that was out of alignment? Man, that's a rough ride. It's rough. It's horrible. I've driven a car that was the wheels were out of alignment. And it's just like the steering wheel is doing this, and it just feels so unsafe. It felt like the whole car just about to fall apart when the wheels are not in alignment. When you get them wheels in alignment, man, it's like, man, your ride is so smooth. It's like you're floating on air. That's how our lives are. That's why so many people are suffering from stress and depression. So many people are just miserable, and they're toxic, and they're hateful, and they're mean, and they're evil, and they're confused, and they're dumb, and they're stupid, and they're eating all the wrong things. and they're just, I mean, they're struggling in their relationships, they're struggling financially. All You're out of alignment. Life is going to be a miserable ride when you're out of alignment. Flat out. It's not complicated. So you got to get in alignment. I don't care how great you think your life is now. Your life is not great until you get in alignment. And if you're just miserable, like most of the people that, I don't know, I ain't gonna say most of the people. Most people are miserable though. Like really, when you think, most people are miserable. Most people are miserable. Their lives are miserable. That's why they don't care about what they eat. That's why they eat flesh and blood. That's why they eat the vaccines. That's why they eat the drugs and the antibiotics and the hormones. That's why they eat the artificial flavors and colors and preservatives. That's why they drink the coffee and the caffeine and smoke the cigarettes and smoke the weed and drink the alcohol. They're miserable. They don't eat food. They're completely and totally out of alignment. So they're in that car just going down the road like this. Their whole life is just like this, just because they're out of alignment. I know what it's like. I've been there. I've lived life out of alignment. I've lived most of my life out of alignment. It fucking sucks ass. I'll never live my life out of alignment again. I'd rather die. I'd just rather die. You can't thrive when you're out of alignment. Everybody who thinks they're carnivores and omnivores, they're out of alignment. If you're not eating a frugivore diet, you're out of alignment. If the majority of your diet, if what you eat, whatever it is, if what you're eating, you're not eating it in its raw natural state, you're out of alignment. We get away from the labels, the terminology, the I don't know. I don't really think it's fancy terminology, but we get away from all that. And we could just say, if what you're eating, if everything you're eating is not in its raw natural state, you're out of alignment. Now there's different degrees of being out of alignment. Like the one lady I was just talking to on Instagram, she was talking about all the things that she's gotten away from. She's not eating the flesh and blood no more. She's not drinking the cow's milk no more. The fucking soy and the glue and all these different things she's gotten away from. She's a lot more in alignment than she used to be. And she's aligning more and more. And the more you align, the better your life gets. Life just gets better and better. And when you get, I don't know if I'm fully aligned. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm fully aligned. When it comes to the way I eat, though, I feel like I am fully aligned. I only eat fruit. I only eat one thing at a time. I don't know how you could be any more aligned than that. I'm eating like every other species in nature eats. I'm eating just like in Genesis 1:29 in the Bible, before the earth and humanity was cursed, how God told the first people to eat. I don't know how you could get in alignment any more than that. Everything I eat is in its raw natural state. Everything I'm eating is alkaline. So I'm just saying, But there's levels. There's levels of alignment. But like I said, the more you align, the better life gets. It's just kept getting better for me. Like that's why I ate watermelon so long. I ate watermelon for almost 6 months because I was just in alignment in such a way, and life was just amazing. It was just amazing. That's why I eat fruit. That's why I'm staying on this path. I was on another path for most of my life. I was living out of alignment most of my life, eating flesh and blood and all this processed junk and drinking cow's milk and eating things made from cow's milk and artificial everything. I wasn't eating food. I was totally out of alignment. And just experiencing life, being in alignment for the first time. It's after a short period of time. I just knew I don't ever want to eat anything else again. I'm never going back to that. It's just about being in alignment. People are miserable because they're out of alignment. People are sick and suffering from heart diseases and cancers and diabetes and liver diseases and kidney diseases and having limbs amputated and having aneurysms and seizures, and they got MS and Parkinson's and all of these different diseases, the acne, the eczema, the arthritis, the joint pain, all these different things. People got to have surgery and have things cut out and have things like switched around, all because they're out of alignment. People are on prescription drugs because they're out of alignment. Can't even make it through the day without drugs because they're out of alignment. People have to drink coffee in the morning because they're out of alignment. People are drinking energy drinks because they're out of alignment. They don't have no energy. They don't have no energy because they're out of alignment. People are drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes and smoking weed because they're out of alignment. I don't want to hear that weed is natural bullshit. It's natural before you dry that shit out and crumble it up and roll it up in some rolling papers and light it. It's natural when it's a plant out in nature. That's when it's natural. It's not natural when you smoking it, when you putting fire to it. It's no longer natural. I don't want to hear that bullshit. People do these things because they're out of alignment. I used to smoke hella weed. I used to drink hella alcohol. Like all these things. It's because I was out of alignment and I was miserable. That's why everybody else do it. I don't care how they make it look. Like the celebrities, the rappers on TV, the videos, like they make it look appealing. They make it look cool. They make it look fun. They're just making out of alignment look appealing, look desirable. They're all out of alignment and they're miserable. With all the money they got, with all the fame, they still miserable. That's why they're still poisoning their bodies. So you could never be happy and thrive when you're out of alignment. That's it. And the main way that humans are out of alignment is when it comes to their dietary choices. And even the humans that think they're carnivores and omnivores, they don't even eat like carnivores and omnivores. Carnivores and omnivores don't eat cereal and pancakes and chocolate chip cookies and drink milkshakes. They're not even eating like what they say they are. You're out of alignment. When you're out of alignment, you're living in confusion. And what dietary warfare, that's what I call it. I had to remember it because I really haven't had the chance to use it. But that's what it is. It's dietary warfare. Eating all of this stuff that, like, none of this food. This is how they're controlling the minds of the people. By tricking them into eating things that's not food. Tricking them into eating things that are out of alignment with their frugivore nature. Tricking people into eating flesh and blood. And drinking cow's milk, which that still just boggles my mind. Like, it just seems so obvious. Like, we're not cows, though. Like, if somebody came up to you, like, say you've never drank cow's milk or eaten anything made from cow's milk, and somebody, you should be drinking cow's milk because it's really good, it's nutritious, it's better for you than your mother's milk. It just seemed like the obvious question or like conclusion that one would draw is, but I'm not a cow. Why would I drink milk from a cow? That milk is not for me, though. That milk is for that cow's baby. Where's the baby? And then they would have to answer the question, well, we killed the baby so we could keep all the milk for ourselves and sell it to other people and make a profit. What? So I don't know, like, it's just like, it's really hard. Like, I can't understand it. And it's interesting because I used to drink it. But no one had ever like broke it down to me like this before. No one had ever said this to me. If someone would have, like, that's an undeniable fact. I'd have been like, I just imagine I'd have been like, damn, I'm not a cow. And then it's like, why the fuck didn't I make that connection? I'm not a cow. I'm not that cow's baby. That milk is not for me. That milk is for that cow's baby. Why am I drinking it? Like, what the fuck am I doing? But nobody ever talked to me. Nobody ever told me these things and broke it down like that for me. So I never heard it until I started saying it. From what, if I remember right. No, that's not true. I don't remember where I heard it, but I heard it from others. I wasn't the first one I heard saying that. I heard other people say it. But yeah, like, it's just like, wow, I was really that blind? It's like, how can you be that blind? But I was. But once I heard the truth, though, like, there is just no denying that. And so, just based on principle, I'm not drinking cow's milk no more because I'm not a cow and that milk wasn't for me. That milk was for that cow's baby. Just based on that alone, I don't need to know nothing else. I don't care about what they talking about, how nutritious it is. It's not for me. That cow is not making that milk for me. And y'all done took the cow's baby and killed the baby. so you could keep the milk and sell it and make a profit off of it? Man, that shit is crazy. That's evil. That's pure evil. What else is it? We not even cows. Drinking all this fucking cow's milk. We're not even cows. It's like that shit don't even make no sense. It's pure evil. And then if you want to to add to the evil, if you want to talk about how these cows are impregnated by some pervert that sticks their arm up the cow's vagina and artificially inseminates the cow with the semen from a bull. Who's that human that's sticking their arm up a cow's vagina while the cow's head is locked in a thing called a rape rack? A rape rack. Rape, R-A-P-E, rack. That's what they call it. They lock their heads in there so they can't move, and then they stick their arm all the way up in that cow's vagina. Hell no. I don't want no parts of that. That shit is demonic. It's pure evil. Raping cows, killing their babies and stealing their milk and selling it for a profit. That's pure evil. And then tricking people into drinking it by telling them that they need it. They need the calcium for strong bones and teeth, when it actually leaches calcium or steals calcium, sucks calcium out of your bones and teeth. That shit is pure evil. Pure evil. So I'm just saying, if you're in alignment with your frugivore nature, you're not doing nothing. You're not doing it. You're not drinking milk from a cow or eating anything made from a cow's milk. You're not partaking in any of that. And you could just keep it simple. I'm a frugivore. Frugivores don't drink cow's milk. Just like that. And then try drinking that shit raw. Try drinking it raw in its natural state. That's why they add sugar to it and they pasteurize it, and they filter it, and all like just the processing of it is extensive because they have to make it taste good. Plus your everything the animals eat is GMO. All of their feed is GMO soy and corn. And then you're not just drinking the milk, you're drinking the growth hormones, you're drinking the antibiotics, you're drinking the vaccines, you're drinking the pus cells. You're out of alignment. You'll never thrive as long as you're living out of alignment. So, damn, it's 10:46. I've been going off. Just like the new I haven't seen the new KFC advert. I seen they got this strawberry flavored dead bird wings, dead bird legs or something. Drumsticks, dead bird drums. They call them drumsticks. It's the legs. They're not drumsticks. They're chicken's legs. So they got these strawberry flavored chicken's legs, which is hilarious to me. It's like, why you ever notice, like, why are you making it taste like fruit? Why are you trying to imitate fruit? See, no matter how people try to get away from us being fruit eaters, you just come right back to it. Because everything that they're selling us to eat, all of the poison, the toxins, and everything, all of the things they're selling us to eat that we're not supposed to eat, they trick us into eating it by making it fruit flavored, strawberry flavored, grape flavored, lemon flavored, real fruit. They use, that's just really, you ever notice that? Especially like when it comes to the way they market to kids with all these different toxic ass, poisonous ass candies. It's like Skittles. I was talking about Skittles earlier. Why they make them the color of fruits? Talking about taste the rainbow. That's poison. That's why y'all being sued. That ain't no rainbow. But why do they make them the color of fruits? You know, all these different drinks they got out. Why they all fruit flavored? The fruit snacks. I posted a video about fruit snacks. Them are not fruit snacks. All them poisons in there. But if we're carnivores and omnivores, why are they using fruit to lure us and trick us? Why aren't these candies pig flavored or cow flavored or chicken flavored or goat flavored, sheep flavored, buffalo flavored? Why are they fruit flavored? See, like, no matter what, how you try to deny it, no matter how people try to deny it, no matter how people, it all comes back around and point to the fact that humans are frugivores. They use, like, they actually have people, they call them super sniffers and super tasters. These people, they get fruits, they extract the flavor molecules from the fruits, they study them, and then they create chemicals to mimic the taste of the flavors in the fruits. And then they put those artificial flavors in the things that they selling people to eat. That's where it all comes from. Even like these artificial flavors that they call sauces that people put on their flesh and blood. Why they sweet? Fruit is sweet. Why are these artificial flavors sweet? It all comes back around to humans or frugivores. See, because carnivores, they don't like sweet things. Like a lion, you'll never see a lion eating fruit. They like flesh and blood. Some omnivores will eat fruit. I know, like Bella eats fruit. She loves fruit. Carnivores, you're not going to see a carnivore eating fruit. Not a real one. These fake carnivores, you know, yeah, maybe them. But real carnivores, they don't want fruit. They want flesh and blood. But if we were carnivores or omnivores, it would just make sense to have things chicken flavored, cow flavored, blood flavored, or like you'll see some candy, quote candy, and it will say real blood in it. So 10% real blood or something like that. You'll never see that. because we're not carnivores or omnivores. It all comes back around to humans or frugivores. It all points to the fact that humans are frugivores. So, you could fight that, you could resist that, you could deny that all your life and live all your life out of alignment and just be, going down the road of life just like this, feeling like your whole life about to fall apart. And that's your choice. You keep eating the flesh and blood and drinking the cow's milk and all of that, eating all this trash, living like a junkivore, eating artificial chemicals and processed junk. It's on you. And drinking the alcohol and smoking the cigarettes and the weed and da 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 da. Or you can get in alignment and truly live your best life. I'm talking about experience life in ways you never even thought possible. And that's been my experience. That's why I say that. That's why I never stopped eating fruit. That's why even when I fell off, I had to get back on. When I realized I was struggling with addictions, I was an addict. I was tricked into becoming an addict by this system. I did what I had to do and got free, because I had never felt as good as I felt being in alignment, eating fruit. Well, the choice is yours. You make that choice every single day. Every single meal, you're making that choice. And I don't care what choices you're making. Like, that's none of my business. I'm not here to tell nobody how to eat or what to eat. I'm here telling the truth. I'm here telling the truth that we are frugivores and this is what frugivores eat. You do what you want. It's none of my business. Because if you go to the hospital because you've been living your life out of alignment and you get diagnosed with cancer or heart disease or something, or you got to have something cut off, I ain't going to be in there with you. So I had to get in alignment. And for a lot of people, all it takes is just, if you could just eat fruit for just like a short period of time and just experience it. If you can experience what that feels like, you'll fight for it. It's like for me, it's like how a 50 Cent album, Get Rich or Die Trying. My album was Get Healthy or Die Trying. Get in alignment or die trying. I meant that though. I'm not saying 50 didn't mean it. I think 50 meant it too. He meant it in regards to getting rich. I meant it in regards to getting in alignment. I'm going to get in alignment or I'm going to fucking die trying. I will never stop. I will never give up. Never. I don't give a fuck how hard it get. I don't care what I got to go through. I'm going to get in alignment or die trying, period. Flat out. That's all it is to it. I meant that. I meant that. I mean that every single day. But now is I'm going to stay in alignment or die trying. That's it. Studies say that if you can change your way of eating, you can change anything about yourself. I've heard something similar to that. I've heard something similar to that. Only an idiot would eat mineral salts. Oh, look, an idiot. The only thing I don't like about, like, going off on my rants like I do is I miss all the comments. That's the only thing I don't like about that. Because y'all just be in the comments chatting it up, and I miss all that. And then I gotta, like, I can never get caught up. It's like I just lose that. That's the only thing that I don't like. What up, Christian? Look at Allie. Allie, miss me. Look at all these comments Allie leaving. Allie, you in here acting like you found a brand new deodorant. I've never seen you so happy before. What's the new deodorant, Allie? What up, Jeremy? L Dog, what's good, brother? What up, Shay and Fast Transformations and Cobb and Harvier, Will, JP, Care Bear, Pop, Pop Blink. Is that how you said? Pop Blink. Or is it PA Blink? But what up to you? However you say that. What up, Nate? Nate said after 6 days of eating fruit, he picked up his favorite. How do I say that the right way? Pig ass, chicken eggs, and cow's milk sandwich, and was repulsed by the smell. Like, did it always smell like that? Your system being reset, man. 6 days of eating fruit. How did you feel? How did you feel on those 6 days? And did you eat the pig ass sandwich? That's what I want to know. You picked it up. You was repulsed by the smell, but did you eat it? And how did you feel the 6 days on fruit? No, Allie, hey, Allie, I just finished working out. Watch this. Ah, like the Garden of Eden, Allie. That's something you can't do. You can't do that until you put on layers of deodorant. I could do that anytime. Anytime. Like, you could catch me off guard. What them armpits smell like? You wouldn't dare smell your armpits without deodorant on. What's up, Lori? Hey, I like that. Amazing how these demons can't resist your truth. Oh man, I've been pissing them off, Lori. I've been pissing them off. I've been pissing them off on all platforms. I've been pissing them off on all platforms. That's what I'm here to do, though. That's what I'm here. It ain't even me though. Like they don't be mad at me. They be mad at me. They be mad at the truth. They be mad at the truth. They hate hearing the truth. Demons hate hearing that's what they just hate hearing the truth. They're demons. Demons don't love the truth. They love the lies. They want to hear lies. When you bring the truth and you just bringing it drives demons crazy. It's like running your nails down a blackboard. You know stop that that's how they are when they hear the truth. When I'm posting the truth, whether it's a video, whether it's a post, like whatever form, that's that's what's going on with it. Stop, stop, stop it. They don't want to hear it. It drives them crazy. I'm here to bring it. That's why I'm here. To bring the truth. And so, I'm just striving to bring it at a level that no one has ever brought it before. In areas that no one ever talks about. And just go hard. Just hit them constantly, constantly, constantly. Just smack them all upside the head with the truth. Some people, it's going to set them free. Some people are going to hear those truths and be so grateful for them. And they're going to realize that those truths, that's the key to their freedom. That's the key to getting their health back. That's the key to taking their power back. That's the key to reclaiming their life. That's their key to thriving. And the demons are just going to be mad. And that's what it is. Hey, Christian, I don't know a lot about that. I don't know a lot about that. I seen something about that, so I'm a little familiar with it, but I didn't really see much about it though, so I don't really know. You said they sticking the slaughter process of the animal and how they were murdered on a sticker on a package of flesh and blood. That's what they're doing. That's interesting. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, Shay? People who live a lie can't handle the truth. Man, I love what I do. I I I love pissing demons off so much. I love it. I really enjoy it. Yep, yep. Hey, calm down, Lori. You going off in here. Lori, going off. Hey, that's a fact though. That's a fact. People don't understand the government's role in all of this evil that's going on, but the government is funding it. The 90 billion animals being killed a year, the government is funding it. All of the GMO soy and corn and all of the things that's being the GMO animals and the cloning and all that, the government is funding it. All of the evil in the world was the wars, the weapons, the diseases, the COVIDs, the vaccines that's killing all these people. The government is funding it. McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, all of these traps selling all this poison, the government is funding it or subsidizing. Subsidizing. Your government. Your government is paying for it. It's help. The government is helping these companies, these people, kill the animals, sell the processed garbage that's causing the heart diseases and the cancers and the diabetes and all of these different diseases. The government is paying them. They are financially helping them to be able to continue to put these poisons out. They're paying for it. Here you go, McDonald's. We'll help. We'll help you. Here you go, Burger King. We'll help. Here's a big fat check, Taco Bell. Keep up the good work. Poisoning the people. The government is funding all of it. All of the evil that's going on in the world, the government is funding it. Big, yup. Drug companies subsidize animal agriculture too, yup. And the medical schools, that's why doctors don't know shit about nutrition or health. Colleges, curriculums, dietary guidelines, all that. And then it's like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Because the government also subsidizes the drug companies. But the drug companies also fund the government. I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's that type of thing. I think Allie's deodorant must have expired. So she had to get off and go put on about 12 more layers up under each armpit. What up, Shay Money? What up, She? Yeah, hey, She, that idiot's blood is always boiling. Hey, he's a complete idiot. Complete idiot. Just so there's no confusion on who I'm talking about however you say this dumbass name, Flaw the Living, however you say it. Complete idiot. That's why I just ignore him. I don't want to, talking to him will kill brain cells. So I just ignore him. Matrix, sir. Where have you been, Lori? I don't remember you ever coming on. I'd have remembered you unless you've been on a live before and just been quiet. But I like the way you came in and just turned up. What are you eating, Carrie? Man, I'm just going. That's a tricky position that you're in, and I don't know. It's tricky because of your mentality. That's what makes it tricky. And so I don't even want to speak on it because I don't even want to. You got to do what you feel comfortable doing. So I don't want to I don't know, like cause no confusion or nothing like that. I just feel like you're not even ready for what I would say. Like you wouldn't be able to implement it anyway, even if I did speak on it. But yeah, that's hmm. How many swipes of deodorant you just put on, Allie? About 12? Hey, Allie, I found a new deodorant, man. It offers 36-hour protection. Come on, man. You be acting like I don't be thinking about you. I be thinking about you when we not on here. I saw this new deodorant and you were the first person I thought of. I was like, Allie is gonna love me when I hip her on to this new deodorant. 36 fucking hours of protection, of odor protection. You keep them body odors trapped in your body for 36 hours. Man, I know you smiling. I know you are smiling so big right now. You probably blushing. You fucking turning red. I know you feel, yeah, I know them emotions going crazy. You probably over there right now. I love him so much. I really love him so much. I know that's what you thinking right now. I'm gonna show you this deodorant, Allie. You think I'm lying, don't you? I know you thinking like 36-hour odor protection is not possible. He's fucking lying. That is not possible. No, it's possible, Allie. It's possible. And if you act right, your very first deodorant might be on me. It might be on me. I might send it to you as a gift. Just behave. Not just don't fuck it up. I'll send you some deodorant. 36-hour protection. You could kind of see what it feels like to be like me for 3 days, not having to put on deodorant, although I haven't had to wear deodorant in about 5 years. And I could still at any time. But you can experience it somewhat for like 3 days. See how good it feels to just not stink. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. So you might have a little gift coming to you in the mail, Allie. There you go, Carrie. I like that energy. I like that energy. All you gotta do is get a line, Carrie. Just get in alignment. Just get in alignment. That's it. Just get in alignment. And it sounds like you doing that. Corpse munchers don't realize that they actually smell like death. They do. That's true. I'm just like, I'm just amazed by the energy. That's all. So I just paused. Like, where has Lori been? Why have you never been on any of my lives? Like, where has this energy been? Yeah, that's true though. Like, it's really is people really, and it was me too. People don't realize that they really stink because they put on deodorant every day. Like people really think like when they put on deodorant that they don't stink. No, no, you really stink. That's why you had to put on deodorant to hide it from everybody because you don't want people to know how you really smell. I'm just showing you I could do that at any time. And I just finished working out. I was sweating and everything. But it's really interesting. So, like, I put this in a post. Like, if you really don't think you stink, then just go 7 days without any deodorant. You could take as many showers as you want. You could take 20 showers a day. Just don't put on no deodorant. You could take a shower every hour if you want. Just don't put on no deodorant. Do that, no deodorant for 7 days. You'll see. Which it won't take 7 days. It's only gonna take one. Like by the end of the first day, you gonna like, God damn, is that me? Shit. If you can even make it to day 2. This is for like people who eat flesh and blood and stuff like that. Drink cow's milk, that don't eat from nature. You know, eat things that are cooked. This ain't even, I ain't trying to be, whatever, however that might be interpreted. I'm just saying. Truth set people free. I don't understand why people be so offended by the truth. Man, I would have loved somebody to tell me, like when I had body odor and wore deodorant every day, I would have loved for somebody to tell me the reason you stink and gotta wear deodorant is because of how you eat. You're eating rotten flesh. That's why you stink. I'd have loved for somebody to tell me that. I'd have been like, what? Are you serious? Makes sense. Like when you hear that, it just makes sense. Now, I probably would have said, I'm not eating rotten flesh. I'm eating meat. It's fresh. I probably would have said something like that. And then if they could have came back with, it's dead. Nothing dead is fresh. My mind would have been blown. I'd have been like, yo, that's a fucking fact. Nothing dead is fresh. Anything, like I wasn't a genius, but I knew that. Like anything dead, as soon as like an animal is murdered, that decomposing or decomposition process, the rotting starts immediately, instantly. I knew that. I'd have been like, yo, I stink because I'm eating rotten flesh. Man, I ought to stop. I'm not saying I ought to stop instantly, but I'm saying, like, from that point on, it would have been all about stopping. Like, I got to stop eating. This is making me stink. If somebody would have told me that the reason you wear deodorant is because you stink, I never knew that. Like, I had never made that connection. If somebody would have told me that, I'd have been like, yo, that's a good ass point. Like, I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been offended. I'd have been happy. Hey, this person setting me free. This person is helping me change my life. I'm about to get this body odor in check. I'm about to not have to wear deodorant no more. Oh man, I'm about to feel brand new. People be I never had nobody to tell me those things though. I be telling people these things. I be thinking people gonna love me when I share this with them because this is the key to them not having body odor no more. They don't ever have to buy deodorant again. They won't ever stink again. And people be mad. People don't want to let go of that body odor. People have fallen in love with body odor. Like people really like stinking, which is just crazy to me. That's crazy. See, like I never knew I had an option. I just thought like this is just part of being human. We stink. That's it just comes with being human. I had never heard anyone talk about body odor ever in my life. As far as like you don't have to have it. Like you got an option. I never heard that in my life. It wasn't until I learned this by experiencing it firsthand after my first year of eating fruit, which it didn't take a year. But I'm just saying, like during my first year of eating fruit, I experienced it for myself. That's how I learned about it. I had never heard anyone talk about this. Never. I be sharing this, telling people you stink because of your diet. They get mad. Like, what you mad for? It's true. What you mad? It's true. Why are you mad? Which I don't never ask why you mad because I don't care about people being mad. I don't care. I don't give a fuck that you mad. Hey, that's on you. That's between you and you. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just glad I'm not just toxic like that to where I get mad at the truth. You cursed. You cursed. If you get mad at the truth, oh man, you are cursed. That is a cursed place to be because you will never get free. You'll never thrive. You'll never live your best life when you're offended by the truth, when the truth makes you mad. Oh man, I'm so glad I'm not like that. I'm so glad when I'm not like that. I'll be happy to hear the truth. I'll be happy. Because when I get a piece of truth, man, I'm taking that, I'm working that, and it's gonna help me to thrive. It's gonna improve the whole quality of my life. A little bit at a time. I don't know how you could be mad about that. How I don't understand how you could be mad, how a person could be mad about something that could improve the quality of their life if they implement it. Why are you mad at that? Say, I'm telling you how to get healthy. Like that don't even make no sense. I just shared something with you that could improve the whole quality of your life, and you're mad. Boy, you are cursed. You are cursed. That's the worst kind of curse. There's no curse worse than that, because everything else comes from that rejection of the truth, that hatred for the truth. All of the suffering that that person experiences will be a result of them hating the truth and rejecting it. I'm glad I'm not that person. There's a lot of people out there. 800 million people have diabetes. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear the truth. The truth offends them. Well, I ain't gonna say all of them, because I've talked to diabetics that are not diabetics anymore because they changed their diet. They stopped eating flesh and blood and they started eating just fruit. Totally changed it. They're not diabetics no more. I've just had several people, like people just be messaging me, just reaching out, just be sharing like testimonies with me. People I like sometimes it be people I've never heard of, never seen, they never commented on a post ever. And they'll say, I've been following you for years. And then they'll share their testimony. I'll be like, wow. Like part of me be like, who the fuck are you? I've never seen it, never heard, never nothing. And then like there's a part of me that just be thinking like how dope that is, that this person has been just kind of secretly, quietly following me from the shadows. And they took some of what I shared and changed their life with it. Never having a conversation. We never had a conversation or nothing. But yeah, that's great. But see, I mean, hey, there's people like that out there that I never talk to, never hear from, but they just be following me, and they'll take these truths and transform their life with it. And then there's other people that get mad. Like I care. Like I care. But yeah. Ben 10, what's up, Ben 10? I remember that name. You've been on a live before. And thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Damn, it's 11:30, man. I'm about to get off of here, man. I'm about to get off of here, man. I said I was about to get off at 10:30. I did not know it was 11:30. I'm about to get off of here, man. I had to stop listening to others and am now searching inside. Thank you, Carrie. There you go. You are getting in alignment. Searching inside, trying to wake myself up to my own knowing that the universe will align with me with the right people. You're doing the steps. You're getting in alignment. That's what you do. You gotta stop listening to all these idiots. Your body will let you know. You start blocking all that noise out, block all them idiots out, just completely unplug from the world and just start spending time alone, just listening, observing yourself, listening to yourself. Start asking questions just through observation, because we're all observing something or someone. Very few of us are observing ourselves. We're observing everybody else. Don't nobody know nothing about you but you. They're not you. They're not in your body. They can't tell you what's going on inside of you. You start listening to your body. Your body will tell you. I like reading that, Carrie. I like reading that. Oh, Allie, I told you I was going to send you some free deodorant. Come on now. I thought we was good. Yeah, hey, Lori, people see triggers are a good thing. Triggers are triggers are blessings. Like they're beautiful things, depending on how you respond to them. Because if you're triggered, the beneficial way to respond to being triggered is to just ask yourself, why am I triggered? Like, what about that triggered me? And then just explore that and get to the root of it, because there's something in that for you that can help you to grow and become a better person. If nothing else, you grow in self-awareness. You have understanding. Those are beautiful. Like, why? But that's not how, I don't know, from what my experience with people, that's not how most people respond to being triggered. Like, people be offended. They like really be mad. They really be mad. Instead of just pausing and just asking themselves, why am I triggered though? Like, why did that make me mad? Why am I so offended? And just, exploring that. So, yeah, triggers can be like little gifts, little blessings. They could benefit you tremendously if you got the right attitude, though. Now, you got to have enough humility to ask those questions. If you're arrogant and proud, you'll never ask those questions. But yep. And on that note, man, I got to get up out of here, man. It's almost tomorrow. It's almost tomorrow. Allie, you bipolar? I think you bipolar, Allie. You got to be bipolar, man. You know what I'm saying, Carrie? No, hey, Carrie, Allie here because she like me. That's why she here. And she knows she want to stop eating that flesh and blood and start eating fruit. Allie be here every single live. Every single one. Allie just playing hard to get. Oh, shit. Quick question. Not even salt and hell no, Will. Nothing on the avocado, man. Avocado don't need nothing. Nothing on the avocado, ever. Nothing on nothing I eat. Nothing on nothing. The fruit is perfect as it is. Don't need nothing added to it. Like, I don't like avocado don't need to be enhanced. It's perfect. Man, I wish I had one. I would go get one right now. It's perfect as it is. It don't need nothing. If I feel like I need to add salt to it, then I'm just not gonna eat it. because that means I don't like it. I only eat what I like. I'm done making things I don't like taste good so I can eat it. I'm done with that. Like, I don't have to do that. There are so many fruits out there that I love in their natural state. There's no reason to do that. But I mean, we're at different stages. We're all at different places in our journeys. So, if you say, like, when I first, it took me a while to even be able to eat an avocado, though. First time I tasted an avocado, I spit it out. So, and then, but after reading about the health benefits of avocado, I was like, ooh, I got to have that in my life. I got to. There was too many benefits. And so, like, for this is before I was, all fruit, but I was eating it as guacamole for a long time. I ate it like that for a long time. And eventually, I don't know, I guess as I got cleaner and cleaner, gradually changing how I was eating, I just got to a place one day I tasted an avocado and I just loved it. And I just been eating them like just raw ever since. But if hey, do your journey. Your journey is your journey. Your journey is different from mine, and we're in different places. Like, I'm hot. I'm real hot up there. Like, I don't know of anybody that's up there with me. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying there's nobody up there with me. I'm just saying I don't know anyone who's up there with me. I don't know anybody personally. That's all I'm saying. So I'm higher up than most people are, though. So, like, it would be unfair to you to try to do what I do. Because, like, I don't know, it probably took me about a year. And I'm just guesstimating. It probably took me about a year before I could eat a avocado. Just raw, natural avocado. I don't know how long it took me. Like, I mono eat everything now. But how long did that take me? I don't know. Probably like a year and a half. I don't know. Like, I had periods where I was mono eating. Like, when I did watermelon for 106 days, that was like almost 6 months of mono eating at a real high level. Because for 6 months, I just ate one thing. Versus, now I mono eat, but I just eat one thing, per each meal. So I could have like 5-6 different meals in a day, 5-6 different fruits in a day. But each meal is just one fruit. That's mono eat. But shit, just one fruit for 6 months. That's a whole different level of mono eat. But I'm just saying, I had periods where I did it, but then I would go back to, combining. And so, back and forth, in and out, but I wanted to get here. Mono eat, because it's the most efficient, healthiest, most effective, most optimal way of eating. So I wanted to be here. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't mono eat when I first started. I had to grow to this point. Like, where I'm at, like where I'm at, wherever I'm at, I had to like. There's a lot of growing. So I'm just saying all that to say, if you want to put salt on your avocado, then that's your journey. Don't not do it because I don't do it. Wherever you are in your journey, you got to understand this is where you are. And you have your own process that you have to go through. Like the way you grow is going to be different from the way I grow. And you got to just focus on you. You got to do what you feel on the inside. Follow your own path, right? Like I ain't gonna, you know, yeah. And fuck what anybody say about it. Fuck what anybody think about it. That's it. And so on that note, I think that's a good place to end. That's crazy. It's crazy that it was like it wasn't even 10 o'clock and I was saying I'm getting off at 10:30, and then the next thing I know, like it's after 11 o'clock. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here for real. And yeah, it's great meeting you. Those of you who I'm meeting for the first time, like Carrie and Lori, and there's a few people, especially on Instagram, that I never met before. But it's great meeting y'all. We're meeting for the first time. Great having all of you on, hanging out with me this evening. I'll be back on Monday, next Monday. I'm not even gonna say 9 o'clock. It'll be thereabouts though. It'd be between 9 and 9:30. I'll be on. I was working out, like my workout went to like 9:15. So I had to get that workout in because usually I'll come on and I'll work out after. So, it's like 11:45. So usually I would get off and then I would work out. And I'm working out into the next day. This evening I got it in before. So now I could just lay it down after this. But yeah, great talking to y'all. Great hearing y'all testimonies, reading y'all comments, the ones I did get to read. It was really great meeting you, Lori. I hope your energy is on future lives. Will, great talking to you. Carrie, stay strong. Salute to you for getting in alignment. Have a good night, Christian, L Dog, Sheed, so many of y'all. I don't want to mention no more names because I know I'm gonna miss some people. Reich official, do you approve yellow watermelon? Yellow watermelon is the original. That's what I read. I read yellow watermelon is the original watermelon. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, on that note, man, y'all all have a good night. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to y'all soon.